But other than that, basically, most of the talent tonight is going to be local talent. Some of them have experience, some of them do not. We ask that you be kind to the ones who have not. And of course, we have a real-time, full-time headliner coming down, so someone who is an expert in comedy will be with us tonight. Other than that, just as an introduction for myself, not self-promotion, just saying I'll be your MC. My name is Lee Goldman. Thank you, and we'll get there.
I want your babies!
You've had my babies. But anyway, the hat or everything? The hat. Okay, anyway, very quick introduction. We do plays here also, obviously. Historical Theater is our venue. We do shows, we do plays, we do performances. Our next one up will be Happy Days. After that will be Rent. I'm happy to announce I'm in it. It feels good so far. We haven't started auditions, rehearsals yet, so it feels really, really good. You're gonna love it. Other than that, just basic conversation. Just because this came up a lot this week, people were asking me whether or not it was complicated in the least to be an MC, and I have to be honest, people, I used to think it was the easiest job in the world, but the difference is I used to MC roasts. Roasts are easy. You get one target and you can eviscerate them because the audience is behind you. You got someone, they want you to get someone, they've got their own knives sharpened, everyone wants a piece. But emceeing for a comedy group is actually a little bit different, mainly because my job is very simply to get you guys warmed up. And then I get to disappear. I'm not responsible for anything that happens after.
You're great at it.
The irresponsibility? Absolutely. But there are two ways to look at it. Discussion I was having with Lucas, who's going to be our first act up. And he and I were having a debate as to what the role of an MC is. And I thought that, personally, an MC was more of a seducer than anything else. My job is to make you feel at home, comfortable, at ease. You look lovely tonight. Love what you're wearing. Is that what you're wearing tonight? Oh, that's what's clean. It'll do. But in the spirit of that relationship, I thought that we should start off on the right foot, so I brought a nice bottle of wine for us to enjoy with each other. A couple of glasses, candles, just to set the mood. This is the finest wine you can get for under $2. A little for you, and a little for me. The fire code says I have to forego the candles. They're just there for effect. But Lucas pointed out that when you're trying to seduce someone, you normally get to spend the night with them, which is not the MC's role. Try warming a girl up just to hand her off to someone else. That's quite possibly the most thankless job in the world. No, he said, and I think it holds true, that the MC is really much more akin to being in the porn industry. Specifically, to being the fluffer. Because the whole point is all I have to do is get you out. I don't have to get you off. So, in the spirit of that role, we'd like to offer you one of the greatest shows that we can possibly put together for you, and I am going to warn you that unfortunately things have been known to happen. For example, last night, things got a little out of hand. But it was for a good cause. And Joe is going to explain how exactly that cause works.
So, about 1 month ago, we did this comedy thing. The very first show, we did the same thing that we're doing here. And Lee Goldman had this great idea to have this fundraiser where I would have to shave my entire head, where I used to have at least 2 foot of long hair. So last night we got a little carried away. We got 2 shows this weekend. So we decided to start with just half last night.
I think you should keep it.
We had a bucket going last night. If we raised enough funds, we would shave Lee Goldman's head. We raised enough funds, as you can tell. Tonight, the bet is going to change a little bit.
We're gonna shave his balls.
If we raise...
Don't be funnier than the host.
He took care of that this morning. The bet has changed a little bit. Lee has agreed that for the next 48 hours, if we raise enough money, for the next 48 hours, if we raise enough money, he will have to keep it the way that it is. So let me be the first. We're going to have this bucket on stage for the night. If you guys would like to see him walking around town, going to court in front of judges like this, please don't be afraid to donate to this. It's all going to the theater. It helps us keep this comedy stuff going. It helps the theater and the community and everything like that. So we would appreciate it if you could help that out.
Ooh. All right, that's 20 from Joe. So, I thought the idea was we were going to do your balls next, but no. That's the bucket to keep it like it is. Okay, some people don't get the concept. And thanks for the love. Yeah. All right, guys. Our first act up tonight is, of course, a gentleman who's originally from Oklahoma. He does wiring in his professional life down here so that during those few instances when we actually have power, you can make use of it. No guarantees. But he's going to be your first tonight. He will not be your last. He will not be your only. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Lucas Warford.
Everyone, Lee Goldman, please fill that bucket. I want to see him walk around for 48 hours with that. He's already made it 24. Jesus. And my show right now is sponsored by Johnny Walker. Awesome. Actually, it's whiskey. If I had a bottle, I'd make sure the label was towards you. Oh, you gotta love it. Everyone else, who was here last month? So the majority of the crowd has never seen my act before? Awesome, my life just got easier. Well, I'm kind of up on current events via Facebook, because that's all I have. I am addicted. I have no problem admitting that. It's better than internet porn, okay? I saw today that Amy Winehouse died. Really? Man, I had December in the pool. Anybody want to go 6 months? Charlie Sheen's next? Though Amy Winehouse dying did make Coke cheaper. There's surplus. I ain't right. Too soon? It's never too soon. The only time it's ever too soon when you're like, baby, I swear I normally last longer. Everybody's like, she didn't have a hit for like 3 years. I'm pretty sure she had a really good hit 15 minutes before she died. Billy Mays was another one that checked himself out with Coke. Who would have thought the hyperactive guy with the beard that's bald had a Coke problem? Though I think it was more the fact that he got a little confused and he tried OxyClean because he wanted to know what the last use for them crystals were. I'm gonna move that for a trip over it. It's the crystals, and it cleaned out your brain. I am originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thank you. You know what Tulsa spelled backwards is? A slut. I couldn't help myself. That's where I was from. Everybody's like, be where you're from. Okay, what's your mom's name? Your grandma's okay too, as long as she's on her freaking osteoporosis pills, because I'm not going to be responsible for breaking a hip. Okay, if she really wants it. Where else can I possibly go for that? Only reason why that I ever knew that Tulsa was a slut backwards is because I can read backwards, I can write backwards, I talk backwards half the time. It confuses my girlfriend, but I think it's hilarious. Growing up, my parents realized this, that I was a little dyslexic. So did my teachers. It's not a hard hurdle to jump over. You just gotta think before you speak. Something I'm not good at, I'm not gonna admit. See, there's a little backwards right there. I always was into everything that I could possibly get into, teased my brother, beat the crap out of my little brother. I thought it was funny when he was sleeping to strap the dog taser collar around his foot and make I've never seen someone fly so far off their back in my life. Straight, flat, up, down. It was great. This is where it came up in my family, where they looked right at me and my dad goes, "Fuck you, you little shit." And my mom goes over and goes, "You know he can't read that." Which is really close to the place where I came to live, St. Thomas. When someone came up to me and said, "Yo, welcome to the VIs," I was like, "You just give me the shocker for a freaky bitch?" All I know, you sit in, make sure you... I love St. Thomas. I've been here for 3 months. 3 whole months. And people are like, "You've been here for years." I've already wrecked 1 car. I guess that's a badge of done. People like to customize their cars by denting them up. Donkey Hill. Appropriate name. You don't do that hill right, it will make an ass out of you. You all also have the most appropriate name for a utility company I have ever heard of in my life. Wampa. That sounds like the sounds you hear in prison before you wake up with 6 anal stitches. And it happens monthly. That's almost as bad as my marriage. I am divorced now. Hallelujah. Been divorced since 2007. It was the fastest weight loss I've ever done in my life. 120 pounds gone in 10 minutes. It cost me $1,400, but it was worth every flippin' penny. People are all like, "Man, you were really kind of depressed all the time." I took antidepressants, made me sleep, yes. Divorced, I was better. Who would have thought? One thing I've always learned with dealing with the opposite sex. Whoever came up with the name woman is a genius. Absolute genius. It is really for us guys, but you have to slow it down to understand the meaning. Whoa, man. It's just for us to engage our brains before we speak. Realize who you're dealing with. Think about it. Then approach. Hi. That's all you have to say. I used to be really, really bad about come-on lines and pick-up lines and "Hey, how's it going?" It didn't matter what little thing I was doing. I could have been working on a car covered in grease because, well, I do have 5 jobs on this island, and that is one of them. You need a little grease monkey in your life? I ain't a little anything, but still, need a little grease monkey in your life? Going bald kind of helped me out a little bit. Some women love them. Love us bald guys. I do find there's way too many here on the island. Sometimes I want to break out a sword and call her Highlander. There can only be one of us. You can't have my beard, no. But, I don't know. I kind of looked at it, it's another dyslexic thing. I said, I'm really trying to grow a mohawk. It's dyslexic. Can't help it. It is who I am. They always say that the one thing else that I've kind of noticed is that going bald and finally shaving my head because, well, it didn't want me, I don't want it, it's gone. I got hit on by more of the heavier women and the gay guys than I ever thought of. It was like freaking a calling card. I couldn't walk through the freaking mall and walk by a plus-size store or Pier 1 and not hit out on by 3 or 4 freaking times, and well, mainly that was all from Pier 1. You gay guys are freaking aggressive as hell. I appreciate you women so much more for having to deal with the shit that we say that comes out of our freaking mouths. Try getting hit on by a gay guy who's a little horny on ecstasy. And they got cardio. You can't, like, run from them. Those are some cardio doing fools, man. I can do like 2-3 miles and not die. And the motherfucker's like, no, not you, hi. Hey, well, you know what? I'll take a free drink anytime I can. Okay. Now, one thing else that I've kind of noticed that that makes life hard dating. Really? Anybody else here single? Show of hands, single? One. I'm so sorry for you. Oh, hi, how's it going? Hey, that was a dude back there. She's actually really cute. You want to come up here? I can get you hooked up. You know what really kind of makes dating hard is the whole birth control side of it. It's very important. Everybody uses birth control. But yet again, I'm supposed to trust something like called Trojan. Now, I know mythology. Were you the guys that hid in the horse and bust out and wrecked the shit out of Troy? And I'm supposed to trust you to keep from fucking up my life. Pull and pray. I don't know who else makes these things, freaking Goodyear or Firestone. The one that smells like the Indiana 500 in my freaking bedroom after I go at it. One blowout will fuck your life. What else are we gonna say about that? I love condom jokes. I'm a big fan of crop dusting.
Yeah!
I think crop dusting could cure wars, stupid people breeding, and everything else. Except for pesticides. Nothing's wrong with a little bug in your food. It's extra protein. Get used to it. You live in the islands. How many people drink and there's been a little gnat in it? It's a little spice. See, I see one hand raised. I really think that would really cure the war in Afghanistan. Crop dust, bacon dust. I'm waiting for that. Crop dust, bacon. That way, when they finally sign the peace treaty, we can go, sorry, it was turkey. It's all about psychological warfare, I promise you. Where else can I possibly go? One thing I do miss living in the States is Taco Bell.
Yeah! We're getting one!
You're getting one? Didn't you already have one and it failed miserably?
Roaches in the beef! We're getting one!
All I know is Taco Bell's slogans are more like warnings. Think outside the bun. Because you're going to shit that hard. Run for the border of your toilet bowl. The only time I really eat that stuff is when I'm backed up. I'm not gonna lie, that shit works better than Modi Made for me. It's not real meat either. That's why back home in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, we have this place called Taco Bueno. Good taco. You cannot get any simpler than that. Beautiful place. It's all made out of plexiglass and plaster. One melted down and it took them 4 months to remove the hump. Where else can we... Alright, so we got Midwest going, St. Thomas. Alright. Now, how many people have been here in St. Thomas all their life? 3. Everybody else is transplants? Awesome! That's out! I've been a transplant for most of my life. I left Oklahoma for a very good reason. I couldn't go on Maury Povich more than 3 times. I had my own little dance down. Not the father. With moves like that, it was shocked I ever got laid. One thing else that you can see, we're really bored in Oklahoma. You want to know how bored we are? Our song even says how bored we are. We watch wind go through the plains and birds do lazy circles in the sky. And we have 3.2% alcohol in our beer. That's Kool-Aid Coors. We're so bored we forget fishing poles when we go fishing and we just go after the catfish ourselves. I've been asked to go noodling more times than I would ever like to admit, and the only thing I can really think of noodling was no. You want me to stick my fist in a catfish's mouth? Yes. I don't know what kind of sexual innuendos there is into that, sticking your hand in a dark, deep, muddy little hole and pulling out something that growls at you. Because catfish do growl. I'm just thinking, if you're ever in the bedroom with your woman and you reach down her pants and shit growls at you.
Shots.
Penicillin. Oh, good Lord. One thing else that we also have in Oklahoma, it stops by every year, and it is one of the most funniest things you'll ever see, and they're on YouTube. They have the International Gay Rodeo. Y'all really didn't think Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy came from a woman, did you? It's one of those slow laughs. Like when your boyfriend's penis is just too small. Oh. That's one thing else I'd like to get onto. I want to bring back. Women, you are way too critical on a man's penis. We have been trying to do anything and everything. We take pills, we take pumps. We've been cutting our foreskin off since the turn of the century. That wasn't a religious thing. That's because y'all are like, it's gross. Turnabout is fair play. If I pull down your pants and I'm thinking, Arby's, and I'm, pussy, you got a problem. If you bring in your own cheese sauce, you didn't listen to your mother. I never said I was right. Oh, good Lord. I think I'm going to leave you with a clean joke you guys can take home to your kids. How many people out there have kids? There are 5 dumb people in the audience. I'm going to adopt. I can't have kids, which I'm kind of blessed because then it can never be, oh, God, I'm stuck. No, I'm going to adopt. I'm going to go to third world little country, do the Brad and Angelina little thing, and go adopt some kid that doesn't know shit. Therefore, when he's like 16 and he's screaming at me for the next Xbox 960 or freaking PlayStation 8, whatever's out by then, I can hand him a National Geographic video. Watch. Want to go back? Now go cut the lawn. Alright, now my clean joke for you guys is an old one. And this is where I'm going to end it at, for y'all take home. A panda walks into a Chinese food restaurant, sits down, waiter comes up to him, there's your plates, he goes up and he starts slamming down on the buffet. Just eating like Roseanne Barr and all lesbian buffet. Gets up, tries to leave, and the waiter stops him. It's like, yo, you can't run out on your bill. Panda reaches down, shoots the waiter dead. Manager comes and is like, what'd you do that for? He goes, look it up. I'm a panda. So the waiter goes, or the manager goes, looks at the dictionary, it says Chinese bear that eats, shoots, and leaves. Take that one home to your kids. At least you got something good. Thanks everyone. Thanks Lucas.
Screw you, Amy. Nice thing about being Jewish is we've been making the cut for 2,000 years. We do it right. Next act up is actually someone who's new to comedy, new to the theater, new to the island, relatively speaking. The man knows how to sail like a Viking and looks like a Viking. And of course, he comes to us from a place where the men are born with beards and a beer in their hand, and they'll go out the same way. Our very own Matthew Owens.
How y'all doing? Tonight's event is brought to you by St. Thomas Social Club. Joe started a club called the Social Club. Want everybody to be friends. Yeah. I'm gonna start me a club. Well, St. Thomas Anti-Social Club. I'm gonna talk to no damn body. Sit up in the bar all by myself. I usually don't get up here and do stuff like this, but Joe told me he'd give me a bunch of do if I got up here, so here I am. Because I like to party. Seriously. I fucked up like a rodeo goat last night. You know, I like drinking. I like playing drinking games. I like playing drinking games. Drinking games are a lot of fun. I used to play this drinking game all the time. Really fun game. Some of you may have played it and didn't know you were playing a drinking game. It's best played in groups of 2. You can play it by yourself, but it ain't as much fun. This little game I like to call Hide and Go Pee. Here's how you play. You go out to the bar and get entirely shit-faced. You come home and pass out somewhere in your apartment. In my case, usually naked. Because again, I like to party. Then, sometime during the middle of the night, in your alcohol-induced coma, you stumble throughout the house and piss on something. Trash can, dirty clothes. I pissed in her purse one time. Then the next morning, when she wakes up, she gets to try to find, where'd he be? It's a really fun game. Like I said, playing it by yourself is not near as much fun though. Can't play that game by myself. But anyway, truck got broken into last week. Welcome to St. Thomas. Yeah, fuck me, right? Truck got broken into, stole all my shit. Took everything. We went to the police station. Hey man, the truck got broken into. Mr. Owens, if we find anything, we will give you a call and we'll put this man in jail. Exactly, they ain't gonna find shit. But if they didn't put him in jail, he'd be in jail for like, what, 2 days? He'd be back out, sitting on the end. Remember medieval times when they caught you stealing, they would chop your hand off? Just cut it the fuck off. Just won't steal again. Now, I don't say we go that serious with it. Here's what I say we do. We convert down to the pinky toe law of America. If you are caught stealing, we have the right to chop off one of your pinky toes. Just one toe. That way you know you fucked up. But if you go to chopping off hands, then you're just gonna be handicapped. Get it? You listen to him? No? Anyway. You can use this law in other instances also. Say you're married and your spouse goes out and cheats on you. You catch them. They come crawling back. Baby, I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Please take me back. Alright? Give me a fucking pinky toe. If they do that shit, they are sorry. But they ass won't cheat again either. Lost a toe last time. Of course, who the hell they gonna find when now they got 9 toes? Especially down here, everybody wear flip-flops. You got 9 toes. Hey, fucking up. You know your type. You know, be one dude out there with like 6 toes left? Like, man, you got to stop fucking up. Shit is getting serious. They ain't gonna be able to wear flip-flops over here no more. You get a flip-flop where you slide your foot in, they would have thrown. So anyway, I'm from Mississippi. Yeah! A lot of people ask me, am I a redneck? Yeah, I'm a redneck. Got a lot of redneck friends too. Redneck friends like John, Bull, Craig, and Myron. But now Myron, see, he's a coon ass. He's not a redneck. What's a coon ass, you may wonder? Coon asses come from one place on earth, Louisiana. Off the swamp or bayou or some area down there. And all rednecks know you keep one coon ass in the group at all times. In case of an emergency, you'll need that coon ass. Bad thing is, there's a coon ass in the group, you never know what in the hell he's going to do next. It's crazy. Unpredictable. But my friends love to hunt, which is good. They love to tell hunting stories. Which is also good, because I think it's funny when they tell the hunting stories. They all start out the same, like this. It was about 5:30 in the evening. I just got up in my old man climbing tree stand. I was wearing mossy oak breakup camo. They always whisper. I'm looking at them like, what the fuck you whispering, man? There's like 20 people at this party. And they're whispering to me right now. And they always tell you what camo they're wearing too. Like, see, y'all, you think camouflage. Camouflage, no. You can't be wearing the wrong pattern in the wrong woods. You got to have the right camo on for where you're hunting. Hunting stories always end like this. Sitting in the stand, and a buck came right over the hill over there. I drew down on him with my Remington 308 with a 300 Leopold scope. And I always do the gun sound. That's my favorite part. They can't go out. Then I shot him. Oh, you know he shot him. Dropped his head. So that brought me to this. We just got Osama bin Laden, right? Yeah. America. Exactly. We got Osama bin Laden, and that's right. Navy SEAL Team 6 went in and got Osama bin Laden before he knew what the hell was going on. Navy SEAL Team 6 is the most elite group in the world. These men are the best of the best. They're snipers. They're survival experts. They can defuse a nuclear bomb if need be. And nobody knows who in the hell they are. Nobody. Totally incognito. They blend in with society. One could be in this room right now. You wouldn't know it. SEAL Team 6 could be here. Anyway, which brings me to this. I know next month, I'm going to turn on my TV and CNN and say this. Wolf Blitzer tonight. We're going to review some of the men that got bin Laden. Navy SEAL Team 6 members, John, Bull, Craig, and Myron's like behind Wolf Blitzer, like waving. I never know what that coon ass is doing. Wolf Blitzer sits down with him. He goes, fellas, tell me how it went. Well, hell, Wolf, I'll tell you exactly how it went. We've been hunting over in Afghanistan for a while. That's where our hunting lease was. We had our club set up there. On Club 6. And then we've been hunting over there. And President Obama gave us a call. So he wanted us to go hunting in Pakistan. Very likely. So of course, we was ready for it. Now, I was wearing Ducks Unlimited Shadowgrass camo. This is brand new camo. This won't be in Bass Pro Shops for 2 years at least. SEAL Team 6 gets the best of the best. So we get off in our stealth heli chopper. Wolf Blitzer's like eyeing Myron over there, like cleaning fish and boiling shrimp at the same time. That's what you guys doing. Fly in our stealth heli chopper. Yeah, right in the sun bitch's backyard. Get out the stealth heli-chopper. Run in, John kicks the door in. Craig shoots Bin Laden's son. Myron smokes one of his wives. I draw down on Bin Laden with my Remington 308 and a 300 Leopold scope. And y'all! Shot his ass right in the turban. Wolf Blitzer like jumps. Yeah. That's a hell of a shot there, bull. And Bull's like, damn thing is, they wouldn't let us mount him. Wolf Blitzer's like, yes, that's correct. He was buried at sea. Well, yeah, but not before Myron cut off the bastard's pinky toe. That's it for me, guys. I'm out.
Who here honestly believes that guy is new to the comedy? Yeah, he's just been living it. Alright, our next act up is going to be a little different from the lineup, which is otherwise all male. If you're into tall, leggy, large-busted women, 2 out of 3 is going to have to satisfy you. Our very own crazy, sexy Kara.
Good evening. How's everyone doing tonight? How about that guy? That was one funny fucking guy. Well, just so you know, I am crazy, sexy Kara, because half y'all know me that I am crazy.
Yeah!
Exactly. And I'm kind of sexy. And well, my name's Kara. So what can I do? What can I do? So, I'm from East Tennessee, the Bible Belt. Oh, yeah, the Bible Belt. Especially when you're Episcopalian and you grow up in a Baptist small town. Yeah, you know. Not so good. Because I'm like, it's the Bible Belt, and I'm thinking about the notches. Because, you know, mostly guys have notches on their belt for who they screw. And I'm thinking about, you know, it's a Bible Belt. So I'm like, okay, so the ministers have screwed like their aunts, their neighbors, their cousins, you know, whatever. But anyways, and so I grew up I'm Episcopal, and I grew up in a Baptist town. And so I go with one of my friends when I was younger to the Baptist church. And you go up, you know, you sit through the whole thing of, you know, church and a Baptist thing. And which is completely different from Episcopal, because Episcopal, I mean, we stand up, sit down, cheer, and sing, and, you know, everything else. And so I go up to the minister, and he's like, oh, let me meet you, you know. And so I shake his hand, and the thing about it is that Episcopalians are very frowned upon in a Baptist community, because we like to drink, we're cool with gay people, we're cool with abortions and everything. And so when I go up to him, yes, exactly. And so when I go up to him, as opposed to Baptists, I'm sorry if you're all Baptists, just saying. When I go up to him, it's like, you go up and shake his hand, and then you see the flames in his eyes. He's like, oh yeah, you're going to hell. And I'm like, he doesn't really say it, but you just have it from the handshakes, like, oh, you're Episcopal. Okay, I know what church he goes to. So, and then later, they're like, well, young lady, have you been saved? I'm like, saved? Saved from what? You have drowning my ass? I mean, seriously, they have like a pool, like a little kiddie pool where they dunk you. and everything. And I'm just like, okay, really? Have I been saved? No. But I'm not quite sure if I really want to be saved. I don't know what I'm going to be saved from. You trying to drown me? Or saved from maybe you, I don't know, just saved. But anyways, another person that I have found out that has found God is Jenny Jameson. Jenny Jameson, the porn queen.
Good for her.
Exactly. Maybe. So, it was so funny because I was actually at another comedy show, and I was sitting there by the comedian, and I found out that she had been saved. And so me and one of my friends were thinking about how much holy water she would have to cleanse herself and purify herself, and like what she would have to do with the holy water.
What's she gonna do for a job?
Exactly. And so, okay, so first of all, I'm going to start off with maybe some mouthwash. Holy water mouthwash, why not? And then you got, there's stuff like that has gone all over her body. And so I'm like thinking maybe some ear rinse, nose rinse, whatever. And not only that, but the famous one is the colotomy at the butt. Yes. She definitely has to have some holy water at the butt. I mean, am I wrong? It's Jenny Jameson. She's the queen of porn. She found God. And I'm thinking, where did she find God? Maybe in the sofa seats? She's like having sex. She's like, oh, here's God. Pulls it out of the sofa seat. I mean, seriously? And so, not only that, you can always add vinegar. Yeah, you girls know where I'm going with this one. I'm going with the douche. Definitely have to have some holy water douche. Definitely. I mean, I thought the mouthwash was bad. But the vagina? Oh, yes. Her vagina has to be purified like every day for the rest of her life. For the rest, yes. But my favorite one is the neti pot that goes up your nose. But you don't understand, the neti pot, if you get a cheap neti pot, it's plastic. And not only that, it's like a teapot, and then it has like the top of it, and then it has like a head of a dick. It does, seriously. So I'm like putting, holy water into the neti pot that has a head of a dick. I'm like, whatever would you be more comfortable with, as opposed to a dick shoving up your nose, so that way you can clean out any of the residue that is left behind. So, alright, well, thank y'all so very much for coming out tonight.
I didn't understand the nose part. Well, I mean, I've never put it there. Yeah, but what? Oh.
I will squirt on it.
I was going to ask, what's been in your sinuses? I mean, I've never had nasal sex. So anyway, our next act out. This is one who's been around, originally hailed to us from Denver. He says he's gonna stay, but we'll see what happens. He's been walking around with the biggest smile on his face since, by the way, this is really kind of a surreal experience. You have no idea what showering was like this morning. Especially as you start to lather up and then like your hand transitions. No, please. So anyway, our next one up is from Denver. Has been walking around the island with the biggest smile on his face simply because of the fact that they recently passed their own legalization laws. As opposed to the islands, who it's illegal here, but you can get it at Marina Market, Courtney Gallery, Pueblo, any numerous number of street vendors. Oh, hi. Okay, people, just so you're clear on the concept, we do understand that that bucket is for me to keep this. Yeah! Okay.
Aaron, put in another 20.
Fucking hate you people. It's on your heads, people. It's on. I mean, honestly, I'm used to going home alone. This means nothing to me. Actually, you've given me a reason. I don't have to blame myself anymore. Anyway, it's not me. It's the hair. Clearly, it is. It's for a good cause. My loneliness is for a good cause. Anyway, our next act up is our own Adam Kent.
Fuck you, Lee. I hate you. Alright guys, how we doing? First of all, I'm way too intoxicated tonight. Just bear with me. Oh, fuck. Alright, so let me just get this out of the way real quick. Can we give it up for Team USA World Cup? Those girls are tougher than the guys, man. They don't bitch and moan. They get hit, they get right back up, they play it. I swear to God. And I've never been into soccer. Ever. None of soccer. Well, it's because it reminds me of my dating life. It's just a whole lot of chasing and no scoring. How many bartenders or service industry do we have out here tonight? All three of you. That's pretty cool. Did I say that? Because we see it all. Bartenders on St. Thomas, we all have our stories. Trust me. They say that St. Thomas sells more Jaeger per capita than anywhere else in the world. Now, I believe we give away more Jaeger than anywhere else. That's for sure. But we definitely all have our stories. So I'm going to share one of mine. True story. Beforehand, don't judge me. So I'm closing down the bar and no one's there, getting ready to lock up, and lo and behold, this gorgeous fucking lady walks up. Red dress, curves. My goodness, I was taken. She was an Island 10. Island 10. And fellas, you know what I mean by Island 10, right? Stateside 8, 6, 7, 9. If she's a 4, I can drink her up to a 6. See how it goes. So she sat down, and I'm giving her the fuck me eyes, and you know the fuck me eyes, right? The whole lot. Now, she was 54 years old, but she was smoking. She was smoking. I'm telling you, she was smoking. Man, and if those of you that know me know I love my cougars, man. I love my cougars, man. I do, especially the ones with kids, because, I leave with a Capri Sun and a fruit roll-up on my way out. So I get her to sit down, we have some drinks together, and she asked me, do you know what a double cowgirl is? Now, of course, you assume something sexual, so I'm like, whoa. Let's have a few more drinks before we talk about this. A few more drinks later, she says, well, it's a mother-daughter thing. Whoa, take it back. Gonna have to have a few more shots for that one. Time passes, we finally leave together. The anticipation is killing me, because if she is this hot, her daughter has got to be fucking live. I can't wait. Oh man. So we get to the house. We walk in the door. And she hollers to the other room. She says, "Hey Ma, are you still up?" I did it anyways. Like I said, don't judge me. You take those dentures out, it's the best blowjob you've ever fucking had. Don't judge me. Speaking of blowjobs, now I'm going to share with you ladies a very valuable piece of information. Now, when you leave here, you can Google this or look it up. It's a true study. It actually exists. If you ingest semen twice a week on a regular basis, it reduces your chance of breast cancer by 15%. Now that is a big number. That is a big number. This is completely unselfish. It's not about me. It's about y'all. I want you to live long and prosper. Please. Suck your dick, save your life. I'm just saying. But fellas, the road goes both ways. You gotta help your ladies out. Right, ladies? I know a lot of you guys don't like to, but you have to. It's the way it works. So what I do is, make it interesting. Slip a Jolly Rancher in there. I'm just saying. Make it dessert. Makes it easy. It's great. Jolly Ranchers are delicious. And the Jolly Rancher is for you. You know what I mean? But if you want to make it for her, you can do Pop Rocks. I'm just... Alright. I'm going to make this short and sweet, just like my sex life. Best 4 minutes you ever had.
Two minutes. We're timing. Anyway, we got a couple more acts up. We're going to give you guys a 20-minute break in between. We've got 2 more acts before we head off. Then we've got our headliners coming up. So, our next act up is a gentleman, been here his whole life, or at least, yeah, I'm pretty sure his whole life. Someone's whole life. Anyway, he'd born here, he'd been around here, and he is one of, well, actually very, very quickly, everyone who's got more than one uncle knows that each one takes on a very certain persona. Everyone's got the very serious uncle. He's the one who lectures you, he's the one who sets you on the straight path. Everyone's got the uncle who's willing to slip you beer when you're 14. Happily, this one's the latter. Ladies and gentlemen, our very own Uncle Rob.
Thank you. I normally get that kind of applause after sex. So thank you very much. Flew to St. Croix this morning, flew back in this afternoon. You don't know how my friends want me to have so much luck. You know, normally you say, well, break a leg. They want me to have so much luck. They say, have a plane crash. That wasn't funny to me. You know? All right, a lot of white folks here. Yeah. I feel like I'm in Colorado or Switzerland or something. Yeah. You know, I love meeting white people that's always trying to prove to you they're not prejudiced. You know what I mean? I do, man. I had stuff like, I had a black friend once. I said, okay. All right. So I turn it around, I take advantage. I can't get 20 bucks because I'm black. You know, how about your wife? She with you? Anyway, got a deep voice. You know, the later you get, the deeper my voice gets. By midnight, I'll be, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. But when I first wake up in the morning, it's really high. I don't know about the neck, mother's motherfuckers when I'm talking. They call me Uncle Rob because I'm named after my uncle. I stayed with my uncle when I first went up to the States. In fact, it was in Chicago. Chicago is cold and windy. Ooh. I remember one time the wind blew so hard, my hair got messed up. That's when I knew we were trying to get the fuck up out of there, you know? But, yeah, Uncle Rob, I remember he was really a funny guy. He used to love to tell me jokes. And I remember he was an inventor, and he built a robot Frankenstein. And you know how the old Frankenstein used to walk like this? Well, the one he built had a screw or something missing, because he walks like this. Yeah, like I said, he always told me jokes. He told me why they blindfold the guys nowadays when they're going to execute them in front of the firing squad, because a long time ago the guys who were being shot, they would fuck with the shooters. They'd do shit like... Yeah. And you ever had your kids, you know, like sometimes, when you were a kid, sometimes your parent, they'll see some shit in your face and they... Don't you hate that shit? But Uncle Rob, he was worse. He would do shit like, come here. Yeah, Uncle Rob put me in a play in Chicago. In fact, the teacher told me I was the best tree in the play. Yeah. I love Uncle Rob though. Remember as a kid, you check your height each time to see how tall you got? You mark off the wall. As you see, it didn't work too long for me, so I went the other way. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, you know? Yeah. But I love Uncle Rob to death. The only thing I hated being named after him for is that he was ugly. I'm serious, man. You ever see somebody so ugly they look like they had bad breath? The kind of people, like if they ask you for something to drink, you say, no, the rest is yours. No, you keep it, the rest is yours. No, for real. Yeah, the rest is yours. Or can we have a little fun, right? Can we have a little fun? Okay, I promised some friends I would do this, so please bear with me, okay? In fact, I tell you what, I see all your future. And you know what I see? I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. To myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you. All right, hey. Yeah, I'm not singing anymore. Shit, man. This is embarrassing, man. You're singing, people leave. My mom used to ask me all the time, she said, do you ever sing on stage? I said, no, that's not the laugh I'm looking for, you know? So, I'm glad she's not here to see this shit tonight, you know what I mean? We did a show in Chicago for handicapped people. It's actually a benefit in Chicago for handicapped people, and they all had one arm. I said, but damn, I'm not getting any applause tonight. And after the show, they all got them to start clapping with one hand. They did. They started. Some had the other arm. Yeah, so it was great. Got locked up one time, went to jail. And you know, it's kind of rough in jail, you know what I mean? So they put me in a cell with two guys, and I figured I should be tough, you know what I mean? So I said, well, shit, my name's Uncle Rob. I'm here kicking my partner in the ass. What you two guys doing here? One guy said, well, my name's Rico, and I'm here for blowing bubbles in the subway station. I asked his friend, and you? He said, I'm Bubbles. Yeah. I think of slavery sometimes, and it was really a terrible thing. One thing I think they had back in those days were probably some gay slave owners. You know? And I think it might have went something like this when the guys were being born. Come on down. No, you hold it. Open your mouth. Oh shit. I'm taking this one. But I figured I wasn't as bad as if you come on down. Open your mouth, turn around, and do the same thing. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking this one. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And you ever notice how every time you see a slave in the history books, they always have big eyes, right? They make them look like human flashlights. They be. Sometimes they go in a high beam. I mean, when I first learned, right before going to church, I would. I do it with my toes too, you know? But I like doing it when I first get out the shower and I'm totally naked. That's when I really make love. That's just,
Okay, we got one last more up before our intermission. Of course, we've got our headliners for you. We're running a little bit behind, so I'm not going to waste time sweet talking you. It never goes anywhere, baby. Sleep with me, I've got cancer. She's thinking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, our last one up, completely not what anyone expected, but our very own. I'm waiting for him to peek his head out.
Okay, I can go home now, right? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing really good, having fun? Anybody need a bucket? Wow. They're on the ball, huh? So as some of you know me, some of you don't, I'm kind of new to the island, and I just think it's so funny about driving here. And it's not when you're driving here, it's when you go back home and you drive again. You know? Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't realize on the wrong side of the road, you know, I'm driving, beep, beep, hey, beep, 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 I'm waving my beer out the window. What? What's the problem? Think about it next time. Well, that's how it gets here. Everybody drinks, so you get start off here, they're like, all right, stay. Then somebody get crazy, and you're yeah, stay, you know. And then you're at your death, you know. You can't hear, and then you can't even say whole words, and you talk. I think it's because you're deaf. And if you go beyond that, then you end up calling work in the morning saying you got anal glaucoma. No, true. It means I don't see my ass coming in, you know. It works. It's worked for me 4 times. True story. True story. Anal glaucoma, look it up. Google it. You guys all got iPhones. I know how you are when you've been here too long. Gotta have an iPhone. Okay. As a lot of them said, a lot of good-looking ladies in here tonight. It's almost like a horror movie. You're waiting for something to come in, you know? Ripping bodies apart, you know, titties flop out of shirt, you know? That's why they put the hot young chicks in the movies, you know? Although I think they need to start doing it, like putting like middle-aged divorced women in movies, you know, because it'd be nice to picture your ex-wife, and then you big old monster coming together. You know, wouldn't that be more enjoyable, fellas? Come on, right? Cougarsaurus. Careful now, some of you. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time, like last time. Are we gonna go with the emotional costume party, or with the monkey and the cue ball? Which one do you guys want to hear first? Emotional costume party. Good, because the other one's probably funnier. Okay, so there's this guy, he's a social worker, and he's trying to like get everybody to come out, you know, and meet all the other people, so he's gonna have a costume party, and you dress up as an emotion. So the first guy comes in, he's in green. Oh, I understand, envy. Great, come in. And the next guy comes in, and he's all blue, dressed in blue, and he's like, oh, blue, oh, you must be sad, come on in. And then next one comes in, and it's red, and red was she can't hear. She's in the death stage. It's like, are you driving? If I fall, you gonna see me? Okay, well, because if you can't, you shouldn't drive. So then she opens the door for the next guy, and he's standing there naked with his penis in a bowl of tapioca. And she's like, oh my God, did you misunderstand what I'm saying? He goes, yeah, I'm fucking disgusted. Good, better crowd than last time, I'll tell you that. How many were here last time? How many were here at the last show? Okay, cover your ears for the next 2 minutes. No, I'm kidding. No, don't do too many repeats, but do you need a taxi? You gotta ask these things.
Taxi!
So, there you go. Kool-Aid, you laugh at everything. We're going to war tomorrow. Oh, everybody else thought that was funny for her. All right, and of course we got to talk about ladies. Everybody always has. There's 4 things that a man has to know about women when you get to be over 40, over married, over divorced. You know this. Okay, we're not at the airport. Oh wait, my bad. You wouldn't hear that there. It's true. Okay, you need to know how to make a woman laugh, which, man, it's easy. All you gotta do is go in the other room, put your shirt on backwards, come back in. They laugh. Okay? So you learn that. You gotta know how to make them cry. If you can, make them cry twice. Now you make them cry twice, you wipe your bloody dick in a teddy bear when you're done. So what, you want to cry? You know how you make them laugh? You have to know how to make them stop crying. Do you know how you do that? Don't cry, honey, it makes you look fat. That will never fail anybody, even if it's tweet. And the last one is you have to know how to get rid of them if you ever do want to get rid of them. And the only way you do that is getting bad sex. You can't give them no sex because they'll be suspicious. You have to give them bad sex. It's the only way to do it. Okay? And with that, I am going to go to the monkey and the cue ball, the other choice that we have. Is everybody ready for the monkey and the cue ball? Okay, this one guy, of course, has a monkey he brings into a pool hall, or else henceforth there couldn't be a monkey in a cue ball. So this monkey comes in there, and like somebody gives him one too many shots, and he's over there and he's eating the cherries. And then somebody's playing ping pong, my bad, table tennis, and he hears the ball knocking around, so he goes over and grabs the ball and swallows it. And the guy's like, hey man, watch your monkey, you can't be doing that shit. And he's like, all right, I'm sorry. Just then somebody breaks a rack on the pool table. And the monkey jumps over to the pool table and grabs the cue ball and swallows it. And the guy's like, all right, that's it. You and your fucking monkey are out here and don't come back without my cue ball. So the guy comes back in like a month later, gives him the cue ball. He's like, I'm sorry, he's going to behave really well this time. Just can I get a bowl of cherries for him? He's like, yeah. So he gets a bowl of cherries out there for the monkey, and he grabs a cherry and sticks it up his ass, and he eats it. Damn. He's like, somebody's watching him, gives him a pretzel. And he grabs his pretzel, sticks it up his ass, and he eats it. They're like, hey man, what's up with the monkey, man? We haven't even given him nothing to drink yet. He's like, oh, well, this is a cue ball. He measures first. My name is Marky, I'm your pleasant comedian. I'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, I lied to you. We're actually only giving you a 15-minute break because we're running a tad behind. So please, whatever it is you have to do, go. Do it. And come back to us for our headliners.